Welcome to the alignment modality. Here's what's included: soul integration, the mind complex, facing the shadow, imagination as a science, element medicine. Tools and techniques: base chakra, heal the masculine, powerful temple activations, ancient advanced numerology, psychic influencing. Welcome everybody to the alignment modality. So this video is going to explain a little bit about how I'm putting this course together, this workshop. For the people that know me and been listening to my videos on the group, I've been speaking about this for quite a few months now. So it's finally ready to launch. I think the time is apt, especially as we're moving into this new frequency, especially into January. A few people have been asking me about it, so I thought this is the right time to bring it out as well. Because like I said on the videos many times, the consciousness on the planet needs to be in alignment with the human development, and that is what's actually coming into alignment now, the syncing with the human DNA. So this course has been gifted to us by Spirit. I've called it the alignment modality because the book that I'm writing that's going to get published this year is called Alignment. So it really is a sort of a spin-off from the book. However, everything that I'm going to give you has directly come from Spirit themselves, and they have actually asked us to teach this modality this certain way. There's 3 levels, so we'll be doing the foundation, the intermediate and the advanced. So basically the first one is what I'm going to explain to you now. We won't go on to part 2, so once everyone's done the first part, then we'll probably have a 6-month break, depending on the group, because the consciousness of the group will change, but it'll be the 3 to 6 months, and then that'll go to the same for the third part of the modality. So the first part I'll be explaining in a minute. So what I really want to get people to understand, and I don't want to keep talking too long, and there is a link that you can click on after this just to read a little bit more, and it takes you through to the page so you understand a bit more the modality and how it's going to work. But this video will explain just in brief what's going to happen. So the first part is really about getting the emotional body grounded so we can download consciousness into the body. So Spirit has asked us to get away from the New Age movement of ascension, because we're already ascended, we're already everywhere, because we're multidimensional beings. So we're going to be giving you the new language, what's the ancient information, but coming through uncorrupted. And this is the way they want it to be taught. They're also telling you that this consciousness or this energy that we're going to be giving you sits around you already. So what we're doing is we're raising a frequency to come into it. Now, the consciousness is everywhere, so it's just about understanding how we tap in. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working a lot on the mind complex, and we're going to be taking you through the fundamental parts of the brain and the mind. That will come more in, the brain will come more into the second module. But the first part module will be working with the elements to get the body grounded and ready for the emotions to transform themselves. And we'll be working with elemental medicine. I'll explain that a bit in a minute. We're going to be working with ancient numerology, so you can work out exactly why you've incarnated with certain patterns, why you have situations and instances with other people, and why you have trauma. And it will take the misunderstanding out of your experiences, so then you may release it for good. So it's really about breaking patterns that a lot of us have been repeating for many, many lives. So numerology, it's ancient numerology coming back, so it's not like anything else that's out there. And this has come from Jennifer Starlight, one of my colleagues. So she's instrumental in this work as well with me. Her guide, Amun Min, has given her a lot of this work. So the first part is a shared content of hers and mine, all channeled information. That'll be explained in the workbook that you get. And she's also brought through the activations, which I'll be speaking about in a minute. And I'm bringing through a lot of stuff on the brain, the body, different activations, the elemental medicine, the super unconscious we're going to be working with in the third part. This is where you'll be able to actually talk to your DNA. We might even actually get you to come out of your body, so sort of an astral projection. It just depends, because every group is different. Now, the frequency of the group will depend on how we work as well. Now, whenever you come onto a course, you have come onto the course because you all have a shared experience with each other on some level, whether it's multidimensional, interdimensional, from another life. So each group will be different. So there's no coincidence of the people. Even if you don't know them, you would have known them at some other level of your existence. And we come to resolve the group trauma as well through the base chakra activation, which I'll explain a lot more on the course. So this is it in a nutshell. If you want any information, obviously you can email me, but like I said, the link on the video will explain more and take you through all of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to explain the elements. I'm going to be working with elemental medicine or vibrational medicine, and this is the first part of the foundational part of the modality, part 1.
Working with water and earth elements.
So we're on to the elemental medicine now. So this is part of the first channeling that I ever did, and they asked me to start channeling water, and that's actually how I started my channeling quite a few years back now. And it's the frequency of the planets and the elements that they want us to work with. And this is coming back to our sort of deeper roots, our tribal roots. So in the first part of the modality, we're going to be working with earth and water, and I'll be explaining that now. In module 2, it's going to be fire and air, and then in module 3, it's going to be carbon and also helium, but we'll get into all that later. So earth is basically earth, as in we channel the earth of planet Earth, but also the planet and the consciousness of Earth, Mother Earth, and that is made to make us a safe conduit for the other more potent elemental vibrational frequencies. Now that's from the planets, but also from the elements. So earth equals earth. Now water is the second element you're going to be using in this first part of the modality, which is represented by the moon. Now the moon and water will purify the deepest emotional charge around your personality and your attachment to it. And when we work with air, you'll understand that we created personality, which is the ego, to obviously survive in 3D. As we're moving out of 3D into 4D, we need to let go of that personality. So this medicine and everything we're teaching you is getting you ready to move into a new stage of consciousness. And that is why it's coming through onto the planet now, because we can hold the frequency, to hold the intention to actually do this work properly. And like I said, it's ancient information. It's not new information, it's ancient information. And the spirit tried to put this on the planet over thousands of years, and it comes on and it gets corrupted and taken off. But this time it will not be shut down. Okay, so that's what's fantastic about this work now. So you'll receive in the post a bottle, a tincture, and it will explain how to take those and when to take those. And this is going to start to lay the foundation. So once the emotional body is cleared, we've got you into alignment, then we can start to ground consciousness back into the body, because we can't move into part 2 and part 3 safely until this foundation is in place. And many people have tried to go and do the other steps ahead of time, and this is when people get into a lot of problems. So this is all going to be done in a very well presented way, structured, and it's going to be in alignment with how your soul also wants to work with you too. So it's very bespoke, subjective experience as well. So that's the elements.
Activations.
Great, we're now on to the activation. So if anyone's had Reiki before, it's the same sort of setup and procedure, however very different. These activations originated in Egypt, and it's the original tree of life. It's for 32 pathways. Now, to keep it simple, we work with a 9 chakra system in this activational process, and those 9 chakras are activated by the planets, which each live in each chakra. And the first one is the Earth star, and the 9th is the Soul star. And that's how we work in this human 3D environment, is within the 9 densities or dimensions. So we work with the 9 chakras. We don't work with the 7 anymore. The 7 is the outdated old way of working. We work with the 9, which is the original. There's also 2 other planets, which is Neptune and Pluto, which we'll go into later. So this is a powerful awakening program. So within each diamond light, which is the chakra system, we have 3 temples: temple of the moon, the sun, and the stars. And we'll explain all that on the course. But basically, we're going to activate all 9 chakras. Now, just behind these chakras lies all of our multidimensionality, our interdimensionality, lies all of our skills, everything we've learnt. So this is going to take you deeper into your unconscious self, the part of us that we've forgotten, because the veil is so thick in 3D. So this is going to start opening us up into more of who we really are as a light being. And they will move things through your body like you've never moved before. And when I had them, it was very, very powerful. So like I said, a powerful awakening program. And within each diamond light, you have beautiful gifts, and they are going to start to come through. And the healing that you get just from the activations alone, not let alone the numerology and all the other activations that we're going to be doing and taking you through, is amazing. And it really starts to set you up for fourth density living. So these are the activations. Like I said, they'll be working very much like the Reiki attunements, same sort of procedure, and you will definitely start to feel things moving and going on. And this is also why it's important that we have the grounding first in this first modality with the element medicine. So like I said, I'll explain more actually on the workshop. So we're now going to move on to the overview.
Ancient Advanced Numerology.
Okay, so now we're on to the Ancient Advanced Numerology. And this again is Jennifer's work, and I'll explain a lot on the course, and you'll actually get the manuals, separate manuals. You're going to get 3 manuals. You get the one I've written with Jennifer as well, then her activations manual, and also the numerology manual. So basically, the numerology gives credibility to the emotions. It also gives power, purpose and passion to your journey, so that the emotions in your life don't debilitate you and take over. They also serve to guide you as well. So they have their own unique intelligence, so they know how to work directly with your own soul and your journey and the enormous amount of mental and emotional charge. So they give back passion to your story, and they allow you to unwind from all the misunderstanding that we create through our experiences with other human beings and also ourselves. And they serve to show you your gifts and challenges of this lifetime. And when we know our challenges and gifts, we easily guide ourselves through life much easier, because it starts to take the ego mind out of the way. And it teaches you to talk to consciousness itself, because each emotion has its own frequency, its own consciousness. So if you talk to anger and you talk to sadness, they're going to have 2 very different conversations with you. Yes, they're different feelings, but they'll have a different energy to them. Okay, as in like you're talking to another human being. Okay, so the numerology is a fantastic way to work out why you're having difficulties with partners, your children, people at work, yourself. And when you understand the frequency of your numbers, it's much your to navigate through life. And they really, like I said, they give power, purpose and passion back to your soul path. And they know how to work with your soul journey, and they will work directly with your soul in your unconscious. So inviting them into your conscious reality is a great step to really laying the foundation and start to really take yourself out of the cyclical patterns we keep repeating over and over and over. And how many times do you come and say, I'm at this situation again, I've just attracted the same partner again? It's because there's a magnetic issue within you that's drawing the same energies in each time. Yes, it's a different human being, different experience, but it's the same energy. So this will allow you to start breaking those cycles.
Overview.
Okay, so the overview. So we're going to be working with the vibrational medicine, the elements. We're going to be starting with earth and water, which is moon and planet earth. We're going to be doing the activations. We're going to be doing the ancient numerology. I'm going to show you psychic influencing. We're going to be doing the base chakra activation, which is all about bringing the divine feminine back into the body. Now, this is also part of the foundation that needs to be there, so the masculine can start to release its control. And then you can start to learn to trust and receive, and this also gets us out of our heads. and then that will take us into the mind complex. So I'll be talking a bit about the mind, and we'll be showing you activations and techniques to slow down the conscious mind so you can start to feel more of the intuition. And then there's going to be processes to take you through to clear the emotional body. And obviously what you do in between modules will be very, very important, but that will all be explained to you. I will also be doing the inadequacy exercise to start releasing inadequacy. And there's quite a few other bits and pieces that will be placed in. And of course, it's going to be a very organic process as well, but we have a structure of course what we need to teach. Then, like I said, the consciousness of the group will change and the frequency will change, and then we'll work with what they need. And also we'll be doing a group or soul star healing. As I said at the beginning, everyone coming on has another life with one of these other people on the course, so there'll be something unresolved there. So we'll be doing a group soul healing for each group as well as doing it individually. So that's it really in a nutshell. It's best I explain. Like I said, I'll go through everything. You're going to get the 3 manuals. You're going to get the element tinctures sent to you as well. And then it'll be a PowerPoint presentation. We'll do it over Zoom. And it's going to be, the times will be on the link. So just look out for the times and choose which times you want to do. I'm offering it to people on my course, on my group. So I'm going to leave it on there for 48 hours because it's only the first 30 people I'm going to take in. And then I'm going to start putting out into the other platforms. So if you are interested and it feels right, because like I said, this work needs to feel right. So if you're listening and you're feeling it, then it's the right time for you to do it. Don't make the decision with your head, make sure you feel it, okay? It's very, very important that you come to do this workshop if you're really ready to transform yourself. If you're sort of on the fence, then wait, because you're not going to get the most out of it. You need to be ready for transformation, because if you're ready, the transformation is going to be very, very quick. And we're going to take you on a journey. And like I said, I'm a conduit for this work. Jennifer and I, both conduits. She's teaching in her own right in Australia. I'm teaching in England. It's the North and Southern Hemisphere. These are Spirit's words. She's feminine, I'm masculine. She's been working on this I've been working on the emotions and the body. She's been working more on the soul and the heart. And the combination of us has brought this energy into alignment. And this is Spirit's words. Like I said, we are conduits for this work. So what we're giving you is come directly through our own channelings and talking to Spirit directly. How it's being taught is in accordance to their instruction as well. So this is nothing human. Like I said, we're just presenting what Spirit want to teach humanity at this time. And of course, I invite you to sort of, pass this on to other people. If you feel that they're interested, pass it on to friends and family, anyone else you know. Okay, so that's the overview, and I just want to finish with a message from Spirit, because it's, like I said, it's their work, and I thought it quite apt that you get a message from them explaining their voice about this work and what they want from you and what you should expect from them as well. So I'll pass that on now.
A message from Spirit.
Okay, so this is the message from Spirit, channel for this alignment modality. So I'm just going to read it off now. So if anyone is watching this that hasn't seen any of my videos before, my Facebook group, I have to do a talk and then I read the channeled message. So I'm going to be looking at my iPad, so please excuse me for looking down. But these are their direct words for this course on alignment modality. We want you to embark on a journey of soul remembrance, to allow consciousness the chance to move through you with ease and grace. When there is no resistance, surrender is possible, and it is within surrender of the third density identity model where you find your true purpose, your true sense of self, and ultimately your true source of power. The mind has had you juggling misinformation for thousands of years, and this is the cause of your suffering. Suffering with misinformation leads to a breakdown in the human spirit, which has been the catalyst for most of your modern mental illnesses and diseases. We are here to bring back the truth you already know deep within your hearts. Once consciousness has grounded back into the human body through the release of misinformation within the cellular network, then alignment is fortified, allowing you access to the soul and its multidimensional omnipresence through its many extensions into all aspects of consciousness. The letting go of the ego, the fear, has been the biggest crisis on your planet, because you have not fully understood the ego's job, nor why you are even incarnated. Through the 3 layers of the alignment modality, you will learn and discover many hidden realities within yourselves and find a new lease on life as the old self transforms into a conscious, universal being, and the fulfilled happiness and purpose can once again be felt through every fibre of your being. Allow us the gift of assisting you to assist yourselves so you may come back into alignment with your soul contracts. We are a force that isn't easily identifiable on your planet because the human condition has been so conditioned that the subtlety of spirit's frequency has been very hard to experience. The fundamental truth that you are here as an experience and by no means is your true form is something that needs to reawaken to who you really are. And the time is nigh for this grand convergence of consciousness. By the time you reach the 3rd teachings of this modality, you will have the chance to experience spirit firsthand. And this is a subjective experience for each individual. These workshops, the modality itself, is all channeled by us through our conduits, Paul and Jennifer Starlight. And they have the task of delivering it to you in a way that is easily understood and digestible. The focus for all of you now is the healing and transformation of the old self, so you are ready to take a leap of faith and let go of your suffering. We are here with our channels, Jennifer and Paul, and your experience will be very much with us as it is with them. So, like I said, this modality, we're the conduits for it. Spirit are going to be with you in the room. They're going to be with us through the workshop every step of the way, and you're going to feel them, and we're going to actually do exercises to experience that, so you can have a very tactile, immersed, subjective experience with your own identity, and your own guides are going to come in. Now, I just want to explain before we finish that guides are your own consciousness. It's not another entity per se. What it is it's higher dimensional consciousness of your own soul that's come to assist lower aspects of itself that need assisting. So you are going to be in touch with higher dimensional frequencies of your own being, your own individual being. Now, individual, yes, in this sense, when we talk in the 3D, however, the higher up we go, we become more as a one being, more conglomerate. We are connected as a group of consciousness. Anyway, we'll talk about that more through the workshop, but know that you are going to be introduced to higher aspects of your own consciousness, and that is a wonderful experience to have, because when you can actually trust and feel that, the fear and worry in life starts to dissipate, because you know you're safe, you know you're supported, and you know that you can manifest anything at the right time when you need it. And we're going to teach you to surrender the mind so that you can open up the heart. When you open up the heart, everything just falls in front of you, easily and effortlessly, because the spiritual warrior stands still and does nothing. He draws everything to them, and that is by an open heart. So we're going to be bringing you into that. So through the 2nd and 3rd teachings, you're going to really start to feel that, and that is a beautiful, beautiful time to have on planet Earth. All right, guys, thank you very much. Click on the link if you're ready. Like I said, feel this work. It's right for you. Let's do it. It's the right time. It's the right time energetically on the planet. So, just make sure that it's not your ego sabotaging you. But again, you must feel it. And when you feel it, the feeling takes over the mind anyway. And we've all had those experiences in our life. So, I look forward to seeing you all, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.